orchestra, this is Miss Fatides. Today I'm going to be practicing setting the left hand on the violin and the viola. So we're going to start by getting our instrument tall on our shoulder. We're going to check and make sure that we can't see our shoulder, and that if I drop my hand down, that I can support the instrument with my head and my shoulder. So once I've done that, I'm going to take my left hand, and I can either set my violin playing hand in one of two ways. I can set it by bringing it up from my side, like this, with a nice straight wrist and bent elbow away from my body, or I can start on the shoulder of my instrument and sort of slide my hand back until it's in first position. But if you can see, I'm going to pull my violin close. You can see my fingers are nice and rounded. You can see my wrist is straight, and you can see that I have a space between the base of my hand and the neck of the violin. So I'm going to do that again. So here's option 1. We'll do that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll do it from the other side so you can see what the thumb is doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll practice coming from the shoulder of the instrument now. Starting here, my thumb's going to be on the other side of the neck, fingers on this side, and I'm going to slide my hand back until I've reached my first finger tape and set my hand the rest of that. So we'll start here, slide back 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So either way that you choose, make sure that you're doing this consistently so that we don't run into any of these problems. So here's the part where we talk about what I don't want to see and what you don't want to make. So here's wrong number 1. I have a collapsed wrist, my hand's touching all of my neck, and as you can see, if I were to try and finger, I can't even round my hand very well. So I want to have that nice straight wrist because this allows me to play in tune with nice curved fingers. So that's wrong number 1. I also want to make sure that I'm putting my fingers on the correct tapes. Remember, your instrument has a first finger tape, it has a third finger tape, and it has a fourth finger tape. And just to remind you, this is your first finger, this is your second finger, this is your third finger, and this is your fourth finger. So this finger right here does not have a tape. It's going to go behind your third finger so that the fingers touch. Alright, happy practicing. Bye-bye. Greetings, violins and violas. Today we're going to practice Twinkle, Twinkle Little Star with our rhythms. And I wanted to start by reminding you that when you play, to make sure you have good posture. So setting your left hand, and you can observe and make sure that your hand looks exactly like mine. Take a moment and look at the video, and then look at your hand. And I'll just see, here's the back, and there's the front. If you like what you see, we're going to get ready to go. And so the following rhythms are the ones we will play today. We're going to do Twinkle Theme, we're going to do Peanut Butter Sandwich, Run Pony, Stop Pony, Wish I Had a Motorcycle, and Jingle Bells. And before we begin, I'm going to demonstrate each of these rhythms on the open D string. So here's Twinkle Theme. And as you can remember, it's just 2 quarter notes. Here's Peanut Butter Sandwich. Here's Run Pony, Stop Pony. Here's Wish I Had a Motorcycle. And lastly, here's Jingle Bells. Okay, so look at my bow hold. Make sure yours looks like mine. Make sure when you're bowing that you're opening and closing your elbow. So do a couple of those with me. Nice straight bows. Okay, let's start by playing Twinkle Theme. Give you a count off, so get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. if at any time you want to practice a rhythm over again, you can always rewind this video and practice just that pattern. So if you were happy with what you did, let's move on now to peanut butter sandwich. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Good job. Now, did you notice when I was playing that I had nice, short, crisp eighth notes and longer quarter notes like this? Longer. So make sure when you're playing that your articulation matches mine. If you hear this coming from your instrument, that's a sign that you're using too much bow. So use shorter bows on your eighth notes, and then you can use the longer bow on the quarter notes. Now if you get this opposite, then you're not using enough bow. So make sure that you're experimenting with your bow arm just as a warm-up. And then when you find the one that matches mine, practice with the video again. Alright, so we're going to move on now to run pony, stop pony. Set your left hand. Set your bow on the D string on the bow highway at the balance point. And let's begin. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and... Good job. Moving on to Wish I Had a Motorcycle. Remember, we want to use nice, short, crisp bows for our eighth notes. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Alright, lastly, let's do Jingle Bells. Get your left hand set. Check your bow hold. And 1 and 2. No, yep, that's right. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. lot of work. You got through all of that on the first try, then great job. Now, you can always revisit this video if you want to practice a certain twinkle or if you want to practice all of them. So, keep up the good work and happy practicing. Bye!
Hello, violins and violas. I must ask you a question, but I'm saving it for later.